Hey everyone, good afternoon. What's up, everyone? Welcome to the live stream. This is Oliver from Hananding Holdings. And for today's live stream, we mainly introduce the high efficiency cassava flour processing line. Before I start to introduce about our equipment or start to introduce about our processing technology, I'd like to spend some time to share some information about our company. Our company it is called Hananding Holdings, and currently we are based in China, Henan province, China, and also so that's our factory. And by the way, we do have two factories in total, which the final amount it is about 40,000 square meters with more than 20 with 200 workers. It is producing the equipment, and for every week, we will bring our live stream back to the factory and show you guys about our equipment to show you guys like what is the equipment, the material, how about the efficiency. And by the way, currently we are like building our own factory in Nigeria. So if you are from Nigeria and if you'd like to do the cassava starch, potato starch, sweet potato starch, or like the Gary processing line, or the cassava flour processing line, you can all find us. And we are very professional about those technology because since 2011 we start to producing about equipment. Until now, we got 13 years experiences to produce the equipments. So basically, if you need anything that is related to the cassava flour or all kinds of the starch or like the Gary, especially for the Gary. Recently, I heard, especially in Nigeria, I heard there is a food shortage, and now if you want to change your life this time it is hi, thank you so much for sharing. I mean, if you'd like to change your destiny, change your life right now, currently it is your best opportunity to make it because there is a food shortage in Nigeria, and we can provide you guys different kinds of the equipments like for 1 tons per hour to 100 tons per hour equipments we all have in stock. So yeah, if you do need anything that is related to cassava flour, potato starch, sweet potato starch, cassava starch, or Gary processing line, we can all provide you the equipment. And later, I'd like to share every information, detailed information about our processing technology. And just like I said, we have done the starch business, Gary business, and cassava flour business more than 10 years. That is 13 years. So if you do have any questions that is you'd like to know, or if you do want to know more detailed information, you can just easily type something in the comment to let me know that you are here and you are interested about our processing technology so that I will show you more. And if you do have questions, also you can add our WhatsApp number. Also, you can add our WhatsApp number or our get to know our email address so that next time we do a live stream, or if you do have any questions, you can easily message us. And by the way, our sales manager and our engineers team, it is the best in China. So if you do need anything, you can just let me know by type your WhatsApp number in the comment or just put your question in the comment. Yeah, I'd like to get to know more about you guys. So if you do, please let me know. All right, you guys can check about the background about the video if you are watching the live stream on YouTube, or if you are watching the live stream on Alibaba, you can just easily say something here, and our assistant will add your like show you how to come here and check about the 3D videos. All right. And later I will start to show you the 3D videos. Welcome to the live stream, FB. Welcome, welcome. If you do need anything or if you do have any questions, you can just let me know, all right? Simply type your question in the comment. All right, let's start from the beginning and show you about this whole processing technology. We can provide you guys about high efficiency cassava flour equipment, and also for the cassava starch, potato starch, sweet potato starch, and Gary processing line we all have in stock. So if you do need it, just stay in the comment, let me know, or you can add our WhatsApp number to get the 3D video as a reference. And also we do have our own factory in Nigeria. So if you're from Africa areas, it is really convenient for you guys to purchase, to order the equipments. All right. So yeah, let's start from the beginning. Check about this one. This is the cassava flour processing line, and this is like every equipment that we use here. For our equipments, we do have different capacities equipments for from 1 ton per hour to 100 tons per hour. We all have in stock, especially recently there is a food shortage in the Nigeria. So right now it is a good opportunity for you guys to like change your destiny. Yeah, check about it. And for our cassava flour processing line, there are basically like three types, like the washing raw material part, and the processing part, and remove the impurities, and like dry the raw materials part. So firstly, you guys can check about this one. At the first part, we just said one of the equipment that is called feeding hopper. You guys can see at the bottom, yeah, it is keep vibrate to put all of the raw material directly get into this belt conveyor, so that we can process about like material in a really high efficient way. Because you guys can imagine, if there's no such a machine, you directly put all of the raw material get into this belt conveyor, it will directly make this belt conveyor stop working, which is not really good. And especially in the processing part, we are using about the cutting machine and the rasper, which is a high really efficiency equipment. And if you there are a lot of raw material directly get into those equipments, it will like some of the raw materials cannot get totally processed. So this one, it is really necessary. It is called feeding hopper. You guys can see at the bottom, feeding vibration device keep vibrate to put all of the raw material get into this belt conveyor. And then it is our dry side. You guys can see here, for this one, it is mainly to use to remove all of the impurities, not all of the impurities, those kind of big impurities, like you can directly see it by your eyes, those kind of big impurities, like the leaf, or like the mud, or like if there's some plastic things, or those kind of big impurities, you can basically remove it by this one. And for this equipment, we do have different capacities. And from 2 tons per hour to 40 tons per hour, we all have in stock. And the size, it is totally different. So if you're interested about this one, you can just type your like how many raw materials do you have, what is your scale, so that we can give you a customized design according to your basic information. And it has a really simple structure. When it is working, it will keep rotates, and when the cassava get into these equipments, it will move from the inlet part to the outlet part. Also keep rotating with the equipment. All of the impurities will drop at the bottom. So at this time, at this point, you can just actually put a garbage bin or plastic bag at the bottom to collect the impurities, which is really easy. And later I will show you about the real videos that our provides client sent for us. And the next one, it is called a paddle washing equipment. Check about this one. This equipment, it is mainly used to remove the tiny impurities and wash about the cassava tubers. Why is that? You guys can see this one, it is a double slot one, single slot, double slot. The first one, the second one, it is a double slot one. According to your needs, we can make this equipment into a single slot, a double slot, triple slot, or like multi-slot according to your needs. Why we make this one into a double slot? It is because we can prolong the washing time. And what is the most important thing for this equipment? It is totally get the counter current washing principle. Like our raw materials, it is flowing just like this, but the water, the flowing way, it is totally against to it. It is from the outlet part moving to the inlet part, because at the bottom there are two kind of the valves. So we normally will turn on the inlet parts valves. We normally turn on 1/3, so all of the water current will flow to the inlet part. So it get into like the counter current washing principle. By using this way, we can make sure like all of the raw material will get totally washed. And do not worry about the water consumption, because inside of this one, it is we are using the reusable water. And some of our previous clients using the reusable water. How about the cleaning effect? Do not worry about that, because at the outlet part, yeah, check about here. Here is another pipe, a totally clean water pipe to wash all of the raw materials again when it out of the paddle washing equipment. And also at the bottom for this equipment there is a bottom net and a stone sink design. It is adopted, so like the fine sand or like the heavy impurities like the stones or some iron metal things will directly drop at the bottom. Do not worry that. So this one it is most suitable for like cassava tubers. If you like to have the potato or sweet potato, like to wash those kind of materials, we have another equipment which is called rotary washing equipment. So if you'd like to get to know more detailed information, type your WhatsApp number in the comment, and our assistant will directly send our 3D videos and about our equipment's basic informations to you on WhatsApp or by using the email. If you can just leave your WhatsApp number or your email address in the comment area. All right. So yeah, this is our paddle washing equipment. You guys can see this is the outlet part, and also you guys can find out in the bottom there is a stone sink design, and the bottom net can easily separate our like the heavy impurities. And by the way, according to your needs, we can make this equipment into a single slot, double slot, triple slot, multi slot. And we do have different capacities also. So please do tell us if you message us what is your what capacities equipments you want to get. This is the paddle washing equipment. And then after washing it, our raw materials will get into the next part. You guys can see here it is about our peeling machine. And for this peeling machine, I got a lot of things want to share with you guys. Check it out. This is our peeling machine. And for our peeling machine, we also have different capacities like 1 tons per hour, 2 tons per hour, 5 tons per hour. We all have in stock. And according to the material, it can be made into a contact material stainless steel and a full all stainless steel. And the skin of cassava, it is hard and inside it is relatively fragile. So there are two layers of skin. The first brown skin, it is very thin and it is really easy to remove, but it has always been a problem to fully remove the second hard cuticle without damaging the inside. But our company developed the cassava peeling machine, adopts the stand roller peeling machine to peel off the hard cuticle of cassava one by one without damaging the inside. And the surface of the processed cassava, it is smooth and beautiful with less loose. It is mainly used in the epidermis and subcutaneous critical of cassava raw materials removal. And this equipment is widely used in raw material peeling treatment of cassava products such as like Gary production line, cassava flour processing line, and like the cassava slice processing something just it is most suitable for like cassava things. And the friction between the material and the sand roller, yeah, you guys can you guys see about its inside? Hold a second, let me check. Can you guys see about its inside? Yeah, you guys can see here the friction between the material and the sand roller. The peeling, it is clean and thorough, and the peeling rate can reach more than like above 95%. And the sand roller peeling can peel off the cassava epidermis and the second layer of the skin in one piece. So the surface of the material after peeling, it is smoother, and the degree of material loose, it is really low. And it works with the spray heater during working process. During the peeling process, it is cleaned while peeling. Let me show you. Can you guys see? Anyway, this 3D video didn't show about that, but yeah, this one it is work with the spray heating during the working process. And the water emery clothes has a better peeling effect if it had the water. And the spray water, it is also continuous on the emery roller and the cassava raw material for washing. On the one hand, it can wash away like the drags attached on the water sandpaper and maintain the friction so that the peeling of cassava can be continuous. And on the other hand, the cassava, it is rinsed so that the peeling cassava can directly enter in the subsequent processing. Like the drugs collection device, it is designed at the bottom of the equipment to avoid the splashing of residues and the swatch. And it is recommended to dig a drainage system on the ground to keep the workshop clean. And the peeling machine, it is equipped with a 4-stage motor and a reducer. The speed of the 4-stage motor, it is generally about can rotate 1,500 per minute. Considering about the slipper rate. Hey, hi, how are you? How can I get the equipment at for cassava starch, and what is the cost of the machinery and capacity? Yeah, our assistant have already shown you about our email address and our WhatsApp number. So if you want to know more, a Biola, you can just directly tell us what is your WhatsApp number, so that our assistant will directly contact with you. Our assistant will directly contact with you if you can show us about your WhatsApp number or your email address. And our assistant will directly show you about the fees, like the price, and yeah, we can give you a customized design according to your needs. I'm sorry, I didn't reply you in time because there is a really serious delay on YouTube. But yeah, if you'd like to know more, just tell us what's your WhatsApp number or your email address. Our assistant will contact with you immediately. All right, let's keep showing you about this peeling machine. And where was I? Yeah, considering about the sleep rate, the actual operation, it can rotate 1,450 times in 1 minute. So a reducer, it is required to reduce the speed. And the speed of the sand roller and the screw auger can be adjusted, and the speed of the sand roller is adjusted by the frequency converter, and the screw auger is adjusted by the stepless speed regulation handwheel above the feeding port of the peeling machine. When the cassava raw material has more solid, when it is timed, you can properly adjust the speed of the sand roller and slow down the speed of the auger to ensure that the raw material achieves an ideal peeling effect, and vice versa. And vice versa. Are you still here, sir? Are you still here? Our equipment have shipped to all over the world, about 100 countries, because we are very professional and we have done the cassava flour business, gari business, and all kinds of starch business more than 10 years, especially in the African countries, Southeast Asia areas, and like the South America areas. We all have our provides clients, and we also receive a lot of good feedback from them. If you'd like to know more, right now, let me pin our WhatsApp number in the comment so you can directly add our WhatsApp number, or if you have already added, please directly type something to let me know. All right, this is our WhatsApp number. Have I pinned it? Yeah, I have already pinned it there. So all right. So I mean, in the market, there are four types of the peeling machine. The first one, it is just like the emery roller peeling, which is more suitable for cassava peeling due to its high peeling rate. And the second is stainless steel brush peeling, which is also our design for a few years ago. And the final test machine peeling effect, it is just like normal average. And the steel wire falls off seriously, which is easy to damage. Moreover, it is easy to get stabbed on the top of cassava. The finished product of cassava processing is used for food. Once steel wire are mixed into the subsequent processing, it is very dangerous. And the third type one, it is plastic brush roller peeling, which is more suitable for potatoes, sweet potatoes, carrots, or other thin-skinned materials. And the disadvantage is it is easy to get transformation. And the fourth, it is like the nail roller design. The nailing roll, it is easy to separate cassava and cassava skin into one piece, and the loose it is relatively large. I'm based in Aberdeen in Nigeria. Oh, that is really cool because currently we are building our own stock in Nigeria. We are building our own stock in Nigeria, and our equipment will directly ship to Nigeria. So yeah, it is really convenient for you guys to like working together. Yeah, if you are interested, you can have a visit, sir. Yes, our office and our stock it is in Lagos, Nigeria. I believe it is really close, to your place. And as to the wearing parts, our emery roller it is designed with a round roll wrapped with the emery paper. It only needs to change the sandpaper after long time operation, instead of replacing the whole entire roll, which can reduce operating cost. And when the peeling machine works normally, it will run 24 hours a day, and the separator needs to be replaced like every 2 months or every 3 months. You don't need to remove like the whole entire roller. You just need to remove the emery paper, which is really easy. And when you're changing about the sandpaper, it is mainly the middle roller. It depends on the actual situation, and it is not necessary to replace all of them. And the baffles on both sides of the equipment have a special design, which is convenient for changing the rollers. And as for the water consumption, I know a lot of people are curious about like the water consumption. The water consumption depends on the condition of the material. If the material it is dirty, you need to use more of the water, and the raw material is clean, you will use less. Generally, it is like 1 tons to 1.5 tons of water per hour. The spray water pipe is equipped with a ball valve, which can control the water valve according to the opening size of the valve. So this is our peeling machine. Olufemi, welcome to the live stream. And by the way, if you like to visit our office, if you'd like to visit our office or our the stock, you guys you can contact with our sales manager or our assistant. They will show you the address, and we can have a like deep conversation with each other in the office. And then it is our bill conveyor, transporting our equipment to the next part, which is the cutting machine. You guys can see. Let us know your company's address in Lagos, Nigeria. Yes, of course. Our assistant can show you. Cassava processing machine. Our assistant will show you immediately, right? This is our cutting machine. You guys can see. For this one, the main the purpose for the cutting machine it is to cut all of the raw material into smaller pieces, like 3 centimeters to 5 centimeters, so that we can get better rasp in the next part. And for the cutting machine, we do have different capacities from 2 tons per hour to 40 tons per hour. It is like according to your needs, we can give you a customized design. And for the 2 tons per hour to 6 tons per hour, there are like 6 of the knives it is adopted inside. And if you have bigger capacities, there are like more than 15 knives. And the material for this one it is really special. It is made of 4CR13. It is a really durable materials. Normally we will use the knife that we are using in the kitchen. It is made of into these materials, and there are two kind of the knives it is adopted inside. On the top there is a type which is keep rotates to cut all of the raw material into small pieces, and at the bottom when all the raw materials fall down, you will cut it again to cut all of the raw material into small pieces. And Abiola, yeah, you can add our WhatsApp number so we can have a better like deep communication. Like they can show our assistant will show you our WhatsApp, show you our address in Lagos, Nigeria. This is our cutting machine. And by the way, let me directly show you the next equipment. It is our Raspberry. Yeah, check about this one. Yeah, our Raspberry, it is just like this. There is a really huge drum. It is adopted inside. When it is working, it will rotate 1,000, almost 2,000 times in 1 minute. And the bigger capacity you have, there the diameter for these equipments will getting bigger, and there will be more of the knives. There will be more of the knives, so it can wrap all of the raw materials. And by the way, at the bottom there is a really tiny mesh. There is a really tiny mesh, just like this. So when the raw material get into this one, if it is not rasped totally, it cannot go through for the mesh because the size it is normally around 1.8 millimeters to 2 millimeters. It is a really tiny one. When all of the raw material get totally rasped, it can go through for the mesh and get into the next part. And for this equipment, it is we also have different capacities from 1 tons per hour to 40 tons per hour. We all have in stock, and the diameter for this one, it is totally different. So if you'd like to know more, just message us on WhatsApp number. All right, this is our Raspberry. And the breaking rate, yeah, let me show you about the breaking rate because the breaking rate it is really important. The breaking rate for the Raspberry it is about 94%. Normally it is about 96%. Normally, like the breaking equipments in the market, just like the hammer mill or some different like breaking equipment, the breaking rate is around 80%, but for our Raspberry, the breaking rate it is about 96%, which is a really huge. Let me give you an example. Like 2 years ago, we do have one of our provides clients who finally choose about the hammer mill. So with 5 tons of the raw material, he can process 1 ton of the flour. But if you are using about our equipment with 4 tons of the raw material, you can get 1 ton of the cassava flour, which really differs a lot. And by the way, for our company, we are not only producing the cassava flour equipment, cassava flour equipment, but also for the cassava starch, potato starch, sweet potato starch, and gari processing line. We all do it, and we are very professional. We do it very well. Since 2011 we start to producing about our like those kind of equipments, and our equipments have been shipped to all over the world. Our like the company it is based in China, but we do have our overseas office which is in Nigeria. So if you do interested, you can contact with our local manager, or we will give you about our sales manager's WhatsApp number. Or by the way, our factories we do have two in total. The final amount it is about 40,000 square meters with more than 200 workers producing the equipment for you guys. So yeah, this is our Raspberry. After this one, we have already get the cassava flour. And later, you guys can see here, it is about our plate filter. You guys can see. Oh no, before we do have a desander. This is our desander. It can remove about the fine sand in a really high efficiency way. Hey, welcome to the live. Currently, we are doing the live stream on Alibaba and YouTube at the same time. So if you are from Alibaba and if you're very interested about our cassava flour, oh, you have already messaged us. All right, our sales manager will contact with you immediately. Mr. Liu, yeah. Currently, you guys can see this is our plate filter. When all of the cassava flour get into this one, it will like get into the cassava cake. Let me show you. You can easily separate about the mash and get the cassava cake. And for the next part, it is about our crusher. It is used to crush cassava tubers, and the particle size of the crushed material it is relatively large when can retain the original flavor of cassava, and it is widely used in like the Gary processing line or cassava flour processing line. This is a crusher. And after crush about the raw materials, we have like the flash dryer, like immediately dry all of the raw materials. And the temperature inside of this one, it is relatively high, normally about 70 degrees or 65 degrees or even 80 degrees. Let me just pause it here to show more detailed information for this one. This one it is called like the flash dryer. And inside of the equipment, we adopt under pressure drying way because yeah, you guys can see all of the pipe. It is connecting to each other. It is connected to each other, and when it had the hole, all of the cassava flour will easily to fly out of the pipe. So you will cause the loose. To solve about these problems, we are using about the under pressure way to drive all of the pipe, to drive all of the cassava flour. And you guys can may notice about the pipe size. It is totally different, like bigger size one, smaller size one, bigger size one, smaller size one. By using this way, we can prolong the drying time. We can prolong the drying time. You guys can imagine if all of the pipe it is like the same shape, same size. When the cassava flour get into this one, it will fly out of the from the inlet part to the outlet part in a really short time. We cannot guarantee about the drying effect. So yeah, we design about this special type. Welcome to the live stream, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you do have any questions, you can just directly put your question in the comments. And if you can help me to pin the WhatsApp number and WeChat number on the top of the comment if you can. Thank you so much. This is our flash dryer. So at the bottom for the flash dryer, we do have one of the sieve again to sieve out those kind of non-high quality uh, cassava flour, and on the other hand, it will cooling down the temperature so that we can get packaged about the cassava flour. And for this whole processing line, we can make into PLC control if you need. Welcome to the live stream. If you do have any questions, ladies and gentlemen, you can directly put your question in the comments or just let me know what you want to get. Yeah, this is our PLC controlling room. This is our PLC controlling room. All right, that is basically all for our cassava flour processing line. So, ladies and gentlemen, you guys can see. Do you have any questions? If you do, directly put your question in the comments. I'm currently waiting for more questions. Yeah, if you do have a pen, you can write it down about our WhatsApp number. It is +86 135 2661 5783. which is our WhatsApp number and WeChat number at the same time. So if you do need more detailed information for our company or for our whole protecting line, you can just add our WhatsApp number to get to know more detailed information. Do you have any questions? Let me check who's here. Let me check who's here. Who's here? VAPHVIGYRO. Welcome to the live stream, and we just sharing about our cassava flour protecting line, from the washing part to the protecting part and to the final drying part. We all have in stock. So no matter what kind of the equipment do you need, you can all contact with us. No matter for the single equipment or for this whole protecting line, we all have in stock. So what you need to do is to tell me what kind of the raw materials you have and how many like scale do you want to process for 1 hour. Like we can share more detailed information for our whole processing line. After peeling machine, this is our processing part. We do have two equipments as a bundle, which is the cutting machine plus one of the rasper. So the final breaking rate it is really high. So you can easily compare with our equipments to other companies' equipments or other countries' equipments. I'm sure the breaking rate about our equipment it is really high. And this is our designer to remove about the fine sand again to make sure to guarantee the final washing uh, effect. If you do have any questions for this cassava flour processing line or for the cassava starch, potato starch, or sweet potato starch processing line, we all have in stock. We can provide you different capacities, equipment according to your needs. And also for the Garo processing line, our company it is based in China, but we do have our overseas office which is in Nigeria because for each year our equipment it is shipping to all over the world, about 100 countries. So if you do need anything, our WhatsApp number I have already put it in the comment, which is +86 135 2661 5783. So if you need anything that is related to those kind of the equipments, you can directly add the WhatsApp number, or you can tell us about your email address so that we can contact to each other. This one it is about our cassava flour protecting line, and this is our crusher which I have already show you like the detailed informations. And after this one, the final equipment is it is the flash dryer. It is like instant drying in a really short time. It can dry the high temperatures material again, cooling down and dry it. And for this one it is under pressure inside of it. It is under pressure to avoid the loss for the cassava flour. And also you guys can see about the pipe size. It is a bigger size pipe connect with a smaller size one. It connect with a bigger size one again. Sagamu, right? I will still here. Abiola, our company, it is located in Sagamu. Where is Sagamu? It is in Nigeria, right? The cooling, the drying effect, it is really good. It can meet your needs, especially for the final uh, requirements of the national standards. And we do have two parts. One, it is drying, and the another one, it is about the cooling the temperature. So if you do need anything or if you do have any questions, you can just let us know. What is your question? Sagam Abiola. Olufemi Abiola. I'm still here, Abiola. Our company it is located in Sagamu, Lagos, Nigeria. And If you do have any questions, you can just directly put your question in the comments. And the final equipment for this whole protecting line, it is the sieve to sieve out of like the non high quality cassava flour. And due to there are 10 different kind of mash, it can remove all of the impurities again and cooling down the temperature again. And if you need, we can make this whole protecting line into PLC control. Or if you don't need about the PLC control, we can just simply service you guys about this whole protecting line. And by the way, if you didn't subscribe about our channel, currently you can just give me a subscribe, because for the next time, I believe it is in Thursday in China's time, which is in uh, 3 days later. I will bring this live stream back to the factory to show you guys like our factory and how that the materials look, how what is the material for the equipment, and for different capacities equipments we can all show you about that. So yeah. Good afternoon, everyone. Currently in China, it is about 3:40 in the afternoon. So our live stream will end in 20 minutes later. So if you still have questions, you can just directly put your question in the comment. How about let's check the cassava starch processing line. The cassava starch, because I just noticed the Olufami Abiola. It is asking about the cassava starch processing line. Yeah, check about this one. This is the cassava starch processing line. I just noticed that. See, I mean, for our company, we are not only provide you guys the cassava flour equipment, but also for the cassava starch, potato starch, sweet potato starch, and Gary processing line. We all have it. We can serve you about those different kind of the technology. So if you do, leave your WhatsApp number or your email address in the comment. Our assistant will add you immediately to show you the 3D videos and to show you the progress, like a case as a reference to you guys. Anyway, this is the cassava starch processing line, feeding hopper connected with the bell conveyor, and it connected with like our dry side. It is like the same with the cassava flour processing line, the equipment that we're using. Simple structure, low water consumption, easy to maintenance, and low electric consumption. And also this is the paddle washing equipment. I mean, basically those kind of equipment, it is just like the same, because it is all processing the cassava tubers. Sagamu. Let me search for the sagamu. What is the sagamu? Oh, good afternoon, everyone. If you do have questions, you can directly put your question in the comments. Yeah, this is our rasper. It is the same. The breaking rate, it is about 96%, and this whole processing line, the starch rate, it is about 94%. Really high efficiency equipment. Ladies and gentlemen, if you do have any questions right now, put your question in the comment. All right, no matter for the equipment or for our processing line or for our company, we can have a deeper conversation with each other by chat on WhatsApp or by using the email. And this is our centrifuge sieve. To avoid the loose for the cassava starch, we are using normally 4 or 5 of the equipments at the bundle. If you'd like to know more detailed information, so you can just directly uh, ask your question in the comment because our live stream will be end after 15 minutes. After 15 minutes. And after the centrifuge side, all of the cassava starch will get into the next part, which is our descender. After the descender, our cassava starch will get into like the hydrocyclone station. The hydrocyclone station, it is mainly used to remove the cells and increase the whiteness and lower the grayness, to make sure that the final starch quality it can meet the national standards. And do not worry about the final quality for this one, because we have done the business more than 10 years out, and our provides clients it is really satisfied with our processing technology. No matter for the quality or for the starch rate, it is really satisfied. Can basically can satisfy you with you guys. And inside of the middle, those kind of hydrocyclone tubes. If you do have more questions, currently you can just directly put your question in the comment. We are waiting for you. And our company, it is called Henan Dream Holdings. And we have done the starch business, cassava flour business, and the Gary business more than 10 years. To be more specific, that is 13 years during this decade. We are updating about our processing technology. We are like, what is the time in Nigeria, by the way? Let me Google it. Hold a second. Oh, Lagos. Currently it is 8 in the morning, right? It is just like the working hours. Yeah. It is also Monday and it's 8 in the morning. Yeah, good morning everyone. Welcome to the live stream. If you do need anything that is related to our cassava starch, cassava flour, or like the potato starch, sweet potato starch, and the Gary business, you can just leave your question in the comment. We are waiting for that. If you do not have more questions, our live stream will end in 10 minutes later. And by the way, do give me more likes by keep touching the screen. And if you can give me a subscribe, so because 3 days later I will bring this live stream to the factories to show you basically how does our factories look like and what is the materials, and basically every detailed information we will show you that. So if you do interested, give me a subscribe, ask your questions. We are waiting for that. We are waiting for. Thank you so much, Mr. Ho, for your likes. Thank you so much for your heart. If there's no further questions, I will just wait for another 12 minutes. All right. Hey, welcome, VA. How are you? How are you? How's everything going with you? How's everything going with you? Hey, welcome to the live stream. This is Oliver from Hananjin Holdings, and currently we are showing you the Cassava starch protecting line because our pro-wise clients it is more interested in our Cassava starch protecting line. And if you can, we can serve you guys different capacities equipment from 1 tons per hour to 100 tons per hour is equipments. So if you do like to know more detailed information, contact with us and by sending us the email by email us or show us about your WhatsApp number. We will send our local managers WhatsApp number for you guys so you guys can meet there, have a visit. Or if there's no further questions, I think I will ending this one after 10 minutes. I think I will ending this one after 10 minutes. Hi, welcome to the live stream. I mean, welcome VA. How are you? All right. So before ending this one, let me show you something about our company. How about the hold a second? Yeah, I mean for our equipments, we have different kind of the equipments, different capacities equipments from 1 ton per hour to 100 tons per hour. We all have in stock. And especially for the Gary processing line, cassava starch processing line, cassava flour processing line, potato starch processing line, and sweet potato starch processing line, we all have different capacities equipments. So for the peeling machine, just like I show you, we have 1 ton per hour, 2 tons per hour, and 5 tons per hour. And according to the material, it can be made into contact material stainless steel and all stainless steel. And we are very professional about provide you guys about the equipment. Our company and our factory it is all based in China, Henan province, China, and our overseas office which is based in Sagamu, Lagos, Nigeria. And if you have already emailed us, please make it clear that you are coming from this live stream so that we can give you more discount. All right. If there's no further question, I think I will not directly. Why there's no people on Alibaba? Why is that? I'm really curious. Literally curious, 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 curious. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your likes. Thank you. Thank you for your glasses. That is really shiny. All right. Yeah. Our WhatsApp number it is +86 135 2661 5783. So if you can add it immediately. Let me just pause it here to show more about our company or about our uh, protecting technology. And hold a second. How about let me show you the centrifuge side. Let me show you about the centrifuge side. Oh, currently it is the hydrocyclone station. Yeah, let me just pause here to show you the hydrocyclone station. It is the best equipment for refining, washing, and concentrating the crude starch milk after separating most of the protein and other light substances by the separator. If by May groups of the countercurrent series can replace the separation until use, it has a small area with four centrifuge per die, simple structure, no vibration, convenient maintenance, reliable operation, and a lot of different advantages. The production of the same quality of the starch then with the centrifuge process to save about 50% investment, and it is easy to operate. Maintenance cost very low, so it is one of the equipment with high promotion value in the starch industry. And why do we need to use about the hydrocyclone station? It is about the screen coarse starch milk contains a certain group of the protein. Those protein particles, it is really small, but the time it is too long, it can accumulate into a group so that the separation effect is generally greatly reduced. So should be separated as soon as possible. And if the primary separation it is done by the separator, the refining and washing starch can be completed by the 6 to 9 stage cycle, and the overflow yellow pulp can be recovered before returning to the separator. And in the process of total cyclone purification, separation, and the refining, the cyclone group it is divided into two parts. The first it is used 6 to 8 groups for primary concentration and separation. And the second part is 10 to 12 groups of refining and washing. If 6 to 8 groups of washing parts are added at last, the quality of starch will be better. And in the total cyclone process, because of the coarse pulp directly enters in the cyclone group for separation and washing, the secondary powder with the small protein will flow out from the overflow port together with the yellow pulp. In order to improve economic benefit, the two parts of the cyclone have 3 to 4 groups of recovery cyclone, and the recovered secondary starch slurry will flow back to the original slurry pour for separation. If high quality starch needed to be produced, the recovered secondary starch should be stored, disposed of separately. And the working principle for this one, if you'd like to know more, you can just directly ask your question in the comment, because our live stream will be in really soon. The effect for this hydrocyclone station is related to the series of feed concentration. The more series, the more the more soluble substance is removed, the quality of starch it is improved accordingly. So the more you have, the more high quality of the starch you will have. This is our hydrocyclone station. So before ending today's live stream, this is Oliver from Hunan Holdings. Our company is called Hunan Holdings, based in China. And no matter for our factory and for our company, it is all based in China. But we do have our overseas office, which is in Nigeria. Uh, so if you need anything, directly put your WhatsApp number or your email address in the comment. Our assistant will send these video videos for you, and our company's basic information, and for our processing technology, we provide clients, provides cases we all can send to you guys as a reference. So if you do need the equipment that is just like the cassava starch, cassava flour, Gary processing line, just tell me, tell me. All right, that is basically all for today's live stream, and wish you guys have a really wonderful Monday. Today it is like the beginning for this whole week. I'm not sure how you guys doing right now, but I am so excited to sharing to do another live stream. And before ending this one, if you didn't subscribe this channel, do give me the subscribe, because 3 days later I will directly bring our live stream back to the factory, show you guys about the material for our equipment, and for different capacities equipments, to let you guys see about our equipments and introduce about our equipments again. So yeah, if you didn't subscribe this channel, give me a subscribe. That's all for today's live stream. Wish you guys have a really wonderful Monday. I will see you guys 3 days later. Bye bye. Bye ya, bye ya.